you so afraid of Jesus? Listen. A little bit lower there, DJ. It's called identity crisis because we live in a world where we don't know who we are. We don't know what gender we are. We don't know what our faith is in. We don't know what to believe except what media tells us. We don't know what to believe what a Christian is anymore. We don't know who we are. All we know is anxiety and depression and confusion and hatred and racism and disunity in the churches. We don't know. That's not Jesus. I'll say it to the end of Shreveport, Louisiana. Disunity in the church and in the streets is not Jesus. Hating on people is not Jesus. Jesus and God, he came to love the children. He came to love the sinner. He came to say, hey, I'm going into the bar today, but you're coming to hang out with me next week. Jesus wasn't afraid to walk into any bar in Shreveport and go, hey, I'm not going to get drunk with you, but I'll hang out with you. And then you're going to come hang out with my crib and my friends and maybe, young adults next week. Go ahead and cut it down, DJ. Just go ahead and cut that for now. All the way. Let's have it quiet. We have to stop being afraid to love like Jesus. I'll say it one more time. We have to stop. You want to know what's real? Is an addict who tried every single 7-step, 30-step, 3-step, 2,400-step program and couldn't get free. But then they tried the one-step Jesus program and never touched it since. I'm talking about alcohol and drugs. I'm talking about the person who's like, it's okay to go sleep around and do that. I don't understand. Like, I'm telling you, God made that for a blessing and for a marriage and for a purpose. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's called barriers. It's called protecting yourself. That God said, I love you so much. You don't got to be a prostitute on the street. You don't got to sleep around to find attention. You got to sleep around to find love because Jesus said, I love you. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. And I said, I have created you in your mother's womb. And I know every plan and a purpose and a prosperity for you. So why do you turn to the world and then blame me for your problems? I'm sorry. What did God say? He said, why do you turn to the world and turn to your medication all the time and turn to your drinking all the time and turn to hating on church all the time and turn to judging everybody all the time and turn to hating and racism and disunity, and yet you blame me for it? God said, that's not my love. God's love is not confusion. Jesus' love is unity, not disunity. It's time that we change our thought process. It's time that we change the way we perceive people. It's time that we stop being cowardly in our faith. And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying go out here and go, turn and burn, you're going to hell. No. No. Even though it's a reality, God said, I love you too much to leave you where you're at. I've created a beautiful new freedom for you. A beautiful new freedom for you. Why are you keep going that direction, son? Why are you going that way, daughter? Then you come to me and pray for a change. You pray for a change. I'm going to give you this illustration real quick. We're going to move on. Pastor Trevor, I think he's making his way. Okay. I have some. Where you at, Dustin? Come here. Take this from me. Come on. I said, I know you're strong. I said, keep taking it from me. I said, take it from me, Dustin. He can't take it if I won't let go. He can't take away my problems if I still want to live in them. Identity crisis. All out for Jesus. It's not a church service. It's not. It's an invitation of the Holy Spirit. Because without him, me or Dustin would not be alive today. Without him, Some of these testimonies, I know a few people out here would not be alive today. And you might be saying, well, Scott, life isn't easy. Well, no, it's not. Never was promised that it would be easy. But God said it can be good. God said you can have joy and peace that surpasses all understanding in the natural. Jesus said, I could set you free of bondage and chains. How does that happen? It's called surrender. It's called surrender.